¿Te gustas mi sombrero? Es muy guapo, ¿no? Pero yo tengo una cabeza tan grandísima y es un problema. Un problema de los sombreros. 6 years of Spanish. Down the tubes. I am so woefully disappointed in all of you. Did none of you get the White Snake reference in the title of the last questions video? None of you? Some of you really get no excuse because you are full-blown from that generation. That might have been the song that played at your high school dances, or whatever the equivalent of high school dance is wherever you are. Shame, shame, and more shame. And if you did get it, but you didn't feel like referencing it, where's the backbone? I know this is the internet. They train us to lose confidence out of fear of being trolled, but stand up for it. It's off to a great start. It's been a month, I know. You wanna know why it's been a month since I done did the answers? Cause I'll let you know a secret. I love the shit out of these questions videos. I really do. I love that you guys love them. I love that we've been having so much fun with them. I love it. I'm very, very happy and grateful that you guys make the responses that you do, because that's the fun part for me. But the part I hate is making the answers. I hate answering my own questions. It feels so weird. I hate it in the face. I would stab it in the face with a broken spork until it bled out from its injuries. But since I'm the one who comes up with the questions and uploads the videos, it's kind of hating myself in the face, so it's complicated. But this is the billionth time I've tried this, and I'm getting to a point where I might start setting fires. See? So, I think this is the last straw. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue doing answers to my own videos. I don't know. You guys tell me, do you give one flying fuck about how I answer my own questions? Because if it's something you guys genuinely like and you whatever, I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But for now, we've got questions to answer. So let's get through them as fast as we can. This is probably going to be broken up into 100 parts. Oh. Number 1. How are you? I omitted the motherfucker because in spite of my very handsome hat, I am a lady and I would never talk to myself that way. I am sleepy and my throat hurts a little bit. Don't know why. Not for anything fun. But other than that, I'm peachy with a side of keen. Not too shabby. Groovatron, and other nondescript cliche phrases as well that tell you absolutely nothing. And number 2, yeah, I've got it written down on paper because I can't be bothered to remember my own questions. Number 2, the film of my life. Who makes it? I would like Lee Hardcastle to make the film of my life, frankly. But my life has not been interesting enough nor violent enough to warrant a Lee Hardcastle film. So, I guess we're gonna have to change that. Watch yourself. And who plays me? Keith David or Christopher Walken. And who does the soundtrack? Brian Tyler is my favorite composer. And if you watched Bubba Hotep and you really dug it, or you've seen Six String Samurai, or the Dune miniseries from a few years back, or Constantine, or other films, and you really dug the music, guess what? You dig Brian Tyler, and now I dig you. We are now homies. Your life is complete. It's okay. And if you don't, and you didn't, then we're not. Sorry. Fuck off. You are officially not on the list for people I'm gonna save when the world ends. Sorry. So yeah, Brian Tyler would be the composer, but the soundtrack would kind of be all over the place. There'd have to be Red Elvises on it. There'd have to be Tom Waits. Possibly, well, not possibly. I'd probably have to force Noah Lacani to make some music in there, and if he refused, motherfucker, I know where you sleep. Sometimes. And that information alone should be terrifying enough for you to just do what I say. And if it's not, I got a hat. Don't fuck with somebody in a hat. It's gonna get serious. So yeah, it'd kind of just be all over the place. Kind of like me. And let's see, number 3. Number 5, Theresa. The fictional character I feel like I most resemble. I don't know. It depends entirely on the day. And by day I mean minute. I don't know. You tell me, who am I? There are days when I'm a lot more Pam Poovey from Archer than I'm comfortable admitting. Holy shit snacks! Although Pam and Krieger are some of my spirit animals, so I'm kind of okay with it. I have very Jack Torrance days. I have some days I'm Bluto from Animal House. I don't know. I guess if you took all my idiosyncrasies, all the different personalities that show up and come out of my face, and you put them in a greased 9x11 pan and you put them in the oven at 350 degrees for 3 hours, what you'd produce is an unnecessary fire hazard because you didn't put anything tangible in that pan. What did you think was going to happen? You can't bake words, motherfucker. You silly bitch. But yeah, if you put them all together, I think you might end up with Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. And if you don't believe me, pause this, go Netflix that shit, and you come back to me and you tell me otherwise. Even in the Elvis costume? Come on. How about especially in the Elvis costume? You could see it. Yes, you can. Someday you will. I will have an Elvis costume. And that day is gonna be awesome. Not for you. It'll be good for me. I don't know. Who am I? Who do I remind you of? Don't. This could go nowhere good. A fictional character you most want to be. Now this one was an easy answer. The answer is Bill Murray. And when I asked my focus groups, because I never give you anything that isn't safety and quality tested first. True story, a lot of them said Bill Murray. And Nola Connie said Bill Murray. Which pretty much conclusively, I mean, that's like 6 people, so if you times 6 by 1 million, then that's like 6 million, so that's a good percentage of a population of a major metropolitan area. So, you know, conclusively, if you round up and do math, then all roads lead to Bill Murray. When in doubt, be Bill Murray, and you will steer clear. Science! Math! And it's true. I think those are words to live by. The problem being, if right at this exact moment in time I were to turn into Bill Murray, the Bill Murray that already exists, presuming I'm not just a copy, Bill Murray would cease to be. What was Bill Murray is no longer there. Now it's this weird Bill Murray-Pattimus hybrid, which is the thing of nightmares. H.P. Lovecraft, on his worst day, could never have come up with this. And likewise, the Pattimus would not be Pattimus. It should be a Bill Murray-mus, which would be an improvement, but regardless, I can't become Bill Murray without it being a duplicate. And there can't be 2 Bill Murrays in the world. The world would explode. It'd be a great way to go, but... So it's kind of a Bill Murray paradox. And also not. Can you hear Eddie licking himself? Nope, that's Tango. You want to know how you can tell that? Eddie can't reach anything. Oh, it's such a sad life to be Eddie. So I guess what character would I want to be since I can't be Bill Murray because of paradox and stuff? I don't know. Part of me would like to be Chris from the Total Drama Island and Action and Whatever series of cartoons. Part of me would like to be Eowyn from Lord of the Rings. Part of me would like to be Gur from Invader Zim, only to a certain extent. I don't know. I really and truly, I want to be me and get away with it. That's it. That's all I got. So yeah, moving on. Now Janet's gonna start flipping her shit, so we're gonna pause. Don't worry, I'll be right back for part 2. Yeah, because I'm gonna break these up, otherwise you're gonna sit here for 20 minutes of listening to me talk. Do you really want that? You shouldn't. Do you want that? Okay, this next part will be on the same video. The next one, okay? Are we cool? We cool? I have the hat. We better be cool. We're back! Alright, what number did we leave off on? Where are you? Which is an apropos question considering we're in a different location. Where are we? If my concept of reality is in fact true, then I'm in my kitchen. Fancy. But I have no conclusive evidence to prove or disprove that my concept of reality is in fact reality. So for all I know, I'm just the really mundane and maniacal daydream of a germ in a test tube on a galaxy far, far away. In which case we should all feel very sorry for the germ that this is what they get to. But until things are proven or disproven, I guess we're just going to work under the assumption that I am in fact on Earth and we are in fact in the kitchen. And by we, I mean me. I mean, you kind of are, because you're watching me in the kitchen. Sounded creepy-ish, but you're not in here, I hope. I really hope. Nope. Soundtrack of your life. What track are we on? This was the question that actually made me want to ask this series of questions videos. Because I had a freaking song at the time. It was Hold On by Tom Waits off of Meal Variations. But I don't have that song anymore. It's done. It's not appropriate. It doesn't fit anymore. For right now. It'll probably fit again later. But for over a month now, I've been trying to find a song to put in its place, and I've found songs for different situations. Like, not too long ago, Dawn and I were having a conversation about one of those situations-ish, and the song is Dotted Lines by Sweet Talk Radio. It sort of fits. Actually, it fits succinctly to one thing in my life, but that one thing is not really that big of a thing. It's not the thing, the all-encompassing holy shitness of my life. So, it doesn't fit. So I think right now I'm actually stuck in that 2-second gap between songs on a CD. I'm in that anxious and anticipatory static between music. And that's actually okay. I'm hoping that the next song will be Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Or anything by Eric Clapton, because Clapton is God, and that's that. But I really don't know. And it's okay, because I don't really have any control. Well, I have certain control over how my life plays out, but don't know. So whatever. Memory. The memory question. Would I have my memory altered in my death so that I died happy, even though I knew it was fake? At this moment in time, no, because I haven't done anything that, or suffered anything, or experienced anything that would warrant me needing to change my memory. But that being said, I'm not a soldier who has PTS. I'm not someone who suffers from horrific hallucinations. I don't have Alzheimer's. You know, these are situations where I could totally 100% understand somebody wanting to just put something pretty in there so that I can die not afraid, not angry, not sad, whatever the situation may be. But for me, there's one piece of hair that's poking me in the eye. And it's there because of the hat. The hat and my hair teamed up against me. Fuckers. I can't be mad at you though. You're a good hat. But anyway, so I wouldn't judge anyone who wants to, but I don't feel like I deserve to. And I don't feel like I need to, so there we go. The thing you want to do most before you die? Jeremy Renner. Oh yes. That poor man. It's gonna turn out that he's the one celebrity that I fucking bump into in real life, and he's somehow gonna know of all the creepy things I've said about lusting after him, and he's gonna go, "Oh, it's you! Can I have your name so I can actually get a restraining order going?" Yeah. But it'll be too late. I will be humping his leg at that point, so no time for words. Jeremy. No time for words. No, truth be told, the not creepy answer to that would be, I think I actually said it in the last video, even though it wasn't an answer to the specific question, so technically it still counts. See, I'm playing by my own rules. I need to see the ocean before I die. I need to experience it. Even if it's the method by which I die, this has to happen. I've never seen the ocean, it's gonna be fixed someday. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the big thing. But because I said it in another video, the Jeremy Renner thing is really quite high up there. The poor man. I want to make friends with an octopus in the wild. It would be great. It would be so cool. Yeah. So that's the surrogate answer. That's the runner-up answer to just experiencing, going to the ocean, seeing it live, and then going into it and making friends with an octopus. And lastly, and so leastly, hey, we're only gonna have to do this at 2. That's cray-cray. Oh, sorry. I won't say that. You don't get to say shit like that when you were in this. It's disrespectful to that. The soul or the essence of me is being put into something. What do I want it to be put into? My first answer was actually crystal, because they fascinate me. I am fascinated by geology. It's, especially crystals, there's such an artistry of chemistry and physics and time. Those three things put together create these amazingly beautiful monuments to nature's power, and it's crazy, and they're just, oh, they're gorgeous and they're amazing, and other adjectives as well. But the catch is, I'm not big on the idea of eternity at all. I take great comfort in the knowledge that eventually this meat sack will stop moving, and from there you can drain the lifeblood from my veins, scoop out my organs, suck the marrow out of my bones, and then burn up the remaining husk of dried up bones and flesh, and then scatter it to the four winds, hopefully on an ocean shore. That's it. I'm very happy with this. This is not an illegal will and testament here, but I'm so cool with that. Take everything you need, burn the rest, throw it in the water. But subsequently, because I'm not really big on the idea of living forever, if I were stuck in a crystal and conscious, they kind of live a long time. They exist a long time, and since the parameters are you will continue to exist as long as this thing does, I could be around for millions of years. Fuck that. Right in the face. No, sir. So, from there, we go to Cliché Town, and everyone can start laughing at me. Another secret, I love roses. Yeah, I know, shut up, don't judge. Or okay, go ahead and judge, it's fine. But I do, I've always loved them since I was very, very little, and one, they're the flower of my birth month, which I found out when I was 8, and I was so stoked about that. 2, when I was 14, I found out that if you subtract one S from my last name, it translates into rose in French. So, yeah, another day maker. That was awesome. And I don't know, I've just always loved them, and I always will. So, I think I would like to be a rose, because not only would I then be something I love, my existence is exponentially more finite. And, the first frost that comes in, and I'm gone. But I get to live out my last days as something beautiful that I loved as a human, that hopefully other people love, and I get to just be a part of something very natural and just very different, and experience a different form of organic existence. So that would be fun. Or not. It could be terrible. I don't know. But maybe somebody would cut me and put me in a vase for their lover, and I would be dying in agony as they severed me from my roots. I don't know. Who cares? Because I'm gonna die anyway. I'm gonna die within a very short amount of time, so meh. So yeah, them's be my answers. Do you want me to keep answering my own stupid questions? If you do, let me know, and I'll consider it. You might need to bribe me. There are ways you can bribe me. Oh yes. I've given you a couple of them in this one, and one of the other major components I showed you in an earlier video. So, we'll think about it. But for now, I'm gonna leave, and then we're gonna come back to your questions, because you guys asked some awesome questions, and I was so super fucking stoked about them. So, that's the part I got off on. Not literally. Ew. Which, by the way, before the time card gives up on me, I can't describe how disappointed I was in you guys again. No one took Scarlett Johansson's vibrator as the thing they wanted their soul put into. Or anyone. Come on, I set that one up for you. None of you are pervy enough. Can't believe it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in technically a couple minutes, but it may also be a couple days, knowing my upload schedule.